Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Tupelo City Council meeting of Tuesday, September the 15th. At this time, I would call on Councilman Marco Whittington, who will be in charge of our invocation, and then later I'll call on Councilman Travis Beard, who will introduce our scouts to lead us in our pledge.
Thank you, Mr. President. Please pray with me. Lord, for your unending mercy and grace, we give you thanks. We especially thank you for this great city of Tupelo and ask your continued blessings upon it. Lord, I pray for the mayor and all department heads, and especially for this assembled council. Give us the wisdom to govern, the courage to question, the ability to work in harmony, and a passion for justice. Be with us now as we go about this city's business. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Mr. President, we're honored to have three members of Scouts from All Saints Episcopal Church. They're going to lead us in our pledge. The guys' boys' names are Davin Dykes, Lucas Dykes, and Matthew Patty. We're glad to have them. Guys, y'all face the flag. We'll repeat the pledge. Catch it. Salute. Flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with power.
Thank you.
I now call this meeting to order, and I will call on Vice President Lynn Bryan for confirmation or amendment of the agenda and the agenda order.
Mr. President, confirm the the agenda as is.
Second. I have a motion from Councilman Bryan and a second from Mark Whittington. And any discussion? All in favor? That would be unanimous. At this time, we're going to proclamations, recognitions, and reports agenda, beginning with 4.1, recognition of Boy or Girl Scouts.
Thank you, President Palmer. Councilman Beard already introduced Davin Dykes, Matthew Petty, and Lucas Dykes. They are Matthew's from Troop 85 at All Saints Episcopal, and Davin and Lucas are from Davin is Troop 8 of the Boy Scouts, and Lucas is Pack 8 of the Cub Scouts from St. Luke. Did I get that? And we're very proud to have y'all here with us tonight. Can we give them a round of applause, please?
Thank you, Mayor Shelton. We'll go to item number 4.2, recognition of city employees.
Thank you, President Palmer. If I could ask Captain Terry Robinson, please come forward. As Captain Robinson is making his way up, the council is aware, and those who watch regularly are aware of one thing that we take great pride in the city of Tupelo is recognizing the men and women that keep the city of Tupelo running smooth on a day-to-day basis. And right here after September, the 14th anniversary of the terrorist attacks of 9/11, we certainly have our firefighters, the heroes at our fire department at the top of the list of people to thank and appreciate. So at this time, as mayor, on behalf of the council and the city of Tupelo, it's my honor and privilege to present this certificate with sincere appreciation and thanks to Captain Terry Robinson of the Tupelo Fire Department for 15 years of dedicated employment with the city of Tupelo. This is the 15th day of September 2015. Thank you, Captain.
We'll now go to item number 4.3, public recognitions.
I would just like to mention that we will be having our community firework festival. That's an annual festival we have on Front Street, and I know this is our final meeting of the month, so I wanted to mention that, and hoping that everybody be supportive of it. It's a festival where the police and the community work together, and we'd like for all of the people to participate in the parade. We have a parade councilman who could and come and participate.
Thank you, Ms. Nettie. At this time, we'll go into 4.4, the mayor's report. Mayor Shelton.
Keeping with my instructions from yesterday and my promise to the council yesterday, I'll do my best to be brief. Want to thank the Downtown Main Street Association and Volunteer Committee for the Down on Main concert series that concluded this past week. That's a great quality of life event. And also want to congratulate the Downtown Main Street Association for being named a finalist for one of the Main Street Awards, National Awards. Tremendous recognition for them. I want to congratulate our Convention and Visitors Bureau. They continue to do an outstanding job. The City of Tupelo received the Governmental Friend of Tourism Award at the Southeast Tourism Society Annual Conference, and our very own Kylie Boring, out of 12 states, received the Rising Star Award. That's 2 years in a row that a member of our CBB has won that prestigious award, and the third time overall. Kylie Boring won this year, Jenny Bradford Curley last year, and our director, Neil McCoy, is also a past recipient. Our Community Outreach Task Force will be sponsoring 3 great community outreach events this Saturday the 26th, so not this Saturday, the next Saturday. One will be at the Haven Acres North Club on Green Street, one will be at the Boys and Girls Club in Haven Acres, and one will be in conjunction with the Canal Street Festival, which is in its second year on the 26th. The NAACP banquet will also be the night of the 26th. The much anticipated, long-awaited F-105, and our MVP, Don Lewis, has had that moving forward for quite some time. But that will be moved from transport trailer or Precision Metals over to Veterans Park on I believe it's Sunday, September 27th. We will have an unveiling. We're shooting for Veterans Day to have that event, but we'll have an official program for that, invite dignitaries from the state and, of course, the Veterans Council and different veterans organizations, but it'll actually be moved over there to the pedestal on the 27th. The Oktoberfest is the first, as Ms. Councilwoman Davis said. Community Forward Festival at Gumtree Park is on the 3rd. The Pigskins in the Park, right here on the front porch of Tupelo at Fair Park, is also the 3rd, which will be a great day. And then last but not least, of course, is our city budget for this year. I believe that with the work of the council members and council committees, the department heads, and of course the best budget and accounting team in the state of Mississippi, we have a good budget this year. It's a balanced budget. There's no new taxes, actually a 0.01% tax decrease. There's no new debt for the budget itself. Of course, there is the debt from the police administrative headquarters that will continue to be issued, but the budget itself does not include any debt. There's no utilization of the rainy day fund, and I think it's a good sound budget that meets our needs as a city in a fiscally conservative manner. While there is not a budget surplus or a surplus built into the budget based on the actual numbers and the anticipated numbers, it should be a budget surplus. So I'm hopeful for that, and one of the reasons that I think in politics the cliche is cautiously optimistic that you use, but one reason that I'm very optimistic that we'll be able to do that just today, and I sent to the council members just probably 30 minutes ago, so everybody may not have received it. Our final receipts for 2014, 2015 have been received today. They are our sales tax receipts for this past year are up 3.07%, which equates to $558,664. So why I think we'll have a budget surplus, last year's tax receipts, our actual receipts, are about $200,000 more than this year's proposed budget. So hopefully that will hold true, and we'll continue to have that excess revenue which funds our capital plan. And with that, I'll conclude my report. I guess I should ask the council to vote for the budget, but would respectfully request confirmation of the budget tonight. And with that, we'll conclude my report. Thank you.
Thank you for a very good report, Mayor. At this time, we'll close the regular meeting and open the public agenda, beginning with 5.1, public hearings, 5.1A, in regards to cleaning of property located at 1016 Taft Street. Do we have anyone to speak to that? We don't. We'll go to 5.1B, lot mowings of properties. Do we have anyone to speak to that? And we don't. We'll now close the public agenda and we'll return to the regular session, beginning with item number 6, action agenda. 6.1, review or approve resolution adopting City of Tupelo FY 2015-16 budget.
So
I know
moved.
that we, second.
I have a motion by Lynn Bryan, a second by Ms. Davis. Any discussion? Mr. Whittington?
Mr. President, I just want to congratulate the mayor and the department heads on the second year in a row of a balanced budget. In today's economy, all the struggles that face most municipalities, it's very difficult to balance a budget and not go into reserves. And I am like the mayor, I'm cautiously optimistic. I think our sales tax increase will be enough to put some surplus back next year. So I congratulate the mayor and the department heads for a good job and a good budget.
Thank you. Councilman Jennings, did you have something?
Yes, also, I would like to echo my colleague, Mr. Whitaker. Plus, I want to add that I noticed when I came on in 2009, we had a big surplus in the rainy day fund, but there wasn't a lot of projects being funded during that time. So since 2009, we funded a lot of projects. Some projects hadn't been completed. So I think we've done a great job with the taxpayers' money and spending it wisely to get a lot of things improved. Because we depend on sales tax, we depend on people spending their money, so you have to give them something to spend it for. So I think we've done a good job in that, in the stewards of the money. Also, I want to say that I know in this budget, and at this point I'm speaking for my ward, that we were able to get some things that I've been working on for several years in the southwest Tupelo. And I just want to let the people know most of that money has come from federal grants. So I don't want to think that we're just spending local tax dollars on that. So with all my colleagues, the mayor and administration, we worked very hard to do that. So I think we've done a good job. So next year, we'll be seeing a lot of improvements in that area. So I just want to thank the administration for helping administer that.
Thank you, Councilman Jennings. Anyone else? Ms. Nady?
Hopefully, all of the councilmen will be supportive of this budget. I feel like every area of Tupelo has gotten strong consideration. The mayor, the administration and council have worked real hard to try to take care of the responsibilities of our city in a way where we can still concerned about the citizens, and it's hope that we will get a unanimous vote tonight because it's a very good budget, and it looks good when we can all approve it if possible.
That's true. Thank you, Ms. Nady. Anyone else? I would just like to say and thank the council for joining with the department heads and the mayor and all, and a lot of these discussions about the budget. That was, I thought was a real good thing to do, and at least gives us some idea as to how much work goes into this, and I really appreciate that. Anyone else? All in favor? That would be unanimous. Thank you. We'll now go to the routine agenda, 7.1, review approved minutes of special call city council meeting of August 31st, 2015. Can we do both of this at the same time, council? Do you want us to do it separately?
I believe we could approve both of those.
Okay, and the minutes of the regular city council meeting of September the 1st, 2015.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion by Mr. Beard, second by Mr. Whittington. Any discussion? All in favor? That would be unanimous. We'll now go to 7.2, review and pay bills.
I make a motion this time we pay bills.
Second.
Have a motion by Councilman Jennings, a second by Councilman Whittington. Tonight, we had Travis Beard, myself, we had Marco Whittington that was overlooking us. No, you were kind of watching us. Who else?
Willie Jennings.
Willie Jennings and Lynn Bryan helping. All in favor? That would be unanimous. We'll go to item number 7.3, review, approve FY 2014-15 budget revision number 12.
I move that we would approve FY
Second.
I have a motion by Ms. Davis, I have a second,
2014-15 budget.
and I have a second by Mr. Lynn Bryan. Is there any discussion? Do we need, Mayor Shelton, do we need some explanation on this?
On the,
On 7.3?
if I could ask Ms. Kim Hanna, the best CFO and clerk in the
Okay.
state of Mississippi, to come take care of that.
Okay.
It would help me.
Okay.
Thank you. This is the final budget revision for fiscal year 2015. I would like to cover quickly the funds that we're asking to amend. We're asking to place $8,000 into the general fund budget for a Homeland Security grant to be spent by the fire department. This is a task force initiative and will be used by them to pay for the satellite phone. Also, we are asking to amend the police department's budget, not increase it, but just to amend it $25,000 in supplies and transfer that money for a capital expenditure. They're going to buy an additional vehicle with that, actually a pickup truck. Moving on quickly to the Tupelo Capital and Infrastructure Fund, we are asking to move building improvements and infrastructure money for two items. The bond money that we just recently received will be transferred to the Water and Sewer Fund to help purchase the North Lee Water Association utilities, as well as allocating $87,000 for bond issuance costs. So we're asking to allocate that to other financing uses. Also, we're asking to allocate $17,000 additional to the Fair Park Construction Fund. This money is within that fund, but just has not been budgeted, was not in the original budget, and we're asking to allocate that toward projects. We've had a lot of infrastructure projects within the Fair Park this year, and we're asking to increase that $17,000. We're also asking to increase the narcotics forfeited fund, $10,390. This is for a grant received at the later part of the calendar year of 2014, which is actually the beginning of this fiscal year. We received additional money for personnel. This money will be transferred to the general fund, and we're asking to pass that through to the general fund and allocate the money appropriately within that fund.
Thank you, Ms. Kim.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All in favor? That would be unanimous. Our next item would be 7.4, review and approve FY 2016 petty cash account.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Whittington, a second by Mr. Jennings. Mayor, would you like to address this, or?
Yes, sir. President Palmer, there's a line-by-line amount in the packet there, but this is the same amount each department has kept for a number of years, just on cash on hand, just, for change or for whatever purpose that you just sometimes need that. It just approves that, and then make sure they keep the same amount.
Thank you. Any further questions? All in favor? That would be unanimous. We'll go to 7.5, review, award, reject bid for uniform rental.
I move that we would award bids for uniform rental.
I have a motion by Ms. Davis. I have a second by Mr. Beard. Mayor Shelton.
And President Palmer, this is a 2-year contract mainly for public works and park and recreation, just for the uniforms that they're, required to wear for their job performance, and just goes through what they need there and make sure they have the proper attire for their work.
Thank you. Any questions? All in favor? That would be unanimous. 7.6, review, approve resolution adjudicating cost and assessing lien against real property located at 1016 Taft Street.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Lynn Bryan, a second by Mr. Beard. Any discussion? All in favor? That would be unanimous. Thank you. 7.7, review, approve listing of lot mowings.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Whittington, a second by Mr. Bryan. Any discussion concerning this at all? All in favor? That is unanimous. We'll go to item number 8, study agenda. There are no items under that. And we'll go to, y'all hold on now. Just hold on. Item number 9, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this may have been the shortest council meeting in history, and so we need to record that. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Jennings, second by Mr. Bryan. All in favor? We appreciate it. I hope y'all enjoyed it. It was nice and short.
Tupelo Park and Recreation. Come see what we can do for you.